Welcome back to Poetry and Politics. We are living in modern times. And I was of the opinion that the whole political arena or the whole political landscape in Jamaica was changing, where people were beginning to understand politics and people were beginning to at least vote for somebody not based off love for the party, but rather what the policies that the person has put in place to make the country a better place. I was thinking, and people were actually voting for a better country and not just voting for a party that they love. And that has been the stigma surrounding Jamaica for years, the political tribalism, where everybody just vote for a party, not for what the party is doing for the country, but rather the love of the party. And that is predominantly what is taking over Jamaican politics. What was not I would say taking over, but that is predominantly Jamaican politics. Now, everybody talk and everybody lash out. People are lash out, people are agree and people are disagree. But now I am going to tell you, I am going to put down my foot. This is in my opinion, in a brethren. Not talking in relation to nobody else. In my opinion, the appointment of the Prime Minister's wife as Speaker of the House, brethren, goes against everything. It goes against the bone and the whole fabric of Jamaican democracy, brethren. It goes against our constitution, brethren, in a certain way. I believe that. I am not saying that Mr. Holness's wife is not capable of being the Speaker of the House. And I'm not saying that she could do a good job as a Speaker of the House, but not with her husband as the Prime Minister. Because with her husband as the Prime Minister of Jamaica, then it's a conflict of interest. And if you know, open your eyes and see it's a conflict of interest, then you are more fool than the worst man in Jamaica when are uneducated and don't have no sense. And so much of us are afraid to speak our opinions. We are so loyal to a party that no matter the decision that they make, we stick with it and we run with it, because we are a bunch of bandwagonists and we are afraid to tell people the truth and say, no, this is wrong, brethren. Understand? For me, this is wrong. Mr. Holness, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, should have never appointed his wife as Speaker of the House. I believe, even though it might not be in law that it's a conflict of interest, but I believe, brethren, that it is a conflict of interest, and that decision should have never been made by the Prime Minister, a very educated man who could have made a better decision. That you are telling me that there's nobody else in Jamaica who is qualified to be the Speaker of the House rather than your wife? Which is now creating waves in the political arena in Jamaica. Now, you must remember, Prime Minister, that your recent Speaker of the House wasn't being investigated for all type of corruption. So now it's time for you to choose a Speaker of the House that is far from corruption or far from anything that could affect the Jamaican society. Brethren, your wife should never be appointed as the Speaker of the House. Conflict of interest, brethren, is called conflict of interest. So you are telling me that, oh, you couldn't find nobody else? It is immoral and it is wrong. And again, I'm not saying that she's not qualified. I'm not saying that two members from the same family cannot serve in the same political party. Yes, they can in different posts, but not at a position. You cannot put your wife at a position like Speaker of the House, brethren. It is immoral and it is wrong, and it is conflict of interest at best. So Mark Goldings does not have any popularity as far as I am concerned, because I don't believe that he can be. He's anything close to being a good leader for the People's National Party, or even to lead the Jamaican people. I believe that Andrew Holness is a better leader than Mark Golding. But Mark Golding is correct where this is concerned. And I don't know why he's fighting against this, but well, He's probably fighting against this for the same reason that I see it fit to fight against, to speak out against the decision. Bridget, your wife should never have appointed the Speaker of the House. You are the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Why would you appoint your wife as Speaker of the House? You have to appoint a person that you're not in bed with, that is not in the same house like you, that after you leave the House of Parliament, you don't go home and do pillow talk and chat about the Jamaican business in your home. You understand me? And I thought you had a more positive moral compass than that, brother. And then you see people that defend you when it comes to that. That is the thing with Jamaica. Our morality has gone so low that we are not fighting for anything positive in the country anymore. We're not fighting for morality. Everybody in Jamaica seems to have lost their morality. And you know why? Because our leaders are not exhibiting any kind of morality or respect for the voters, for the people who put them in power. And then most of the people who are voting anywhere, 50% to 60% of the people who are voting in Jamaica are ignorant to politics, ignorant to rules and regulations, ignorant to policies. But yet they vote with no consideration of the policies put in place or what the politics can do for Jamaica, how good the politics will affect the Jamaican people. But rather, people just vote for the party that they love. No matter if the party is tearing down the country, they still vote for the same party because they are in love with the party. So people are not voting for policies or changes. People are just voting for love of a party. That's the whole thing. I do not support Mrs. Holness as Speaker of the House. I believe it's straight up conflict of interest. Our politics are now in disarray because of the decision of the Prime Minister. And then the thing that beats me more is that you have people, so-called scholars and attorneys of exemplary characters and are coming forward to even defend the decision. That goes to show to you people that these attorneys who are even defending this thing are even members of the party. So you see, people don't care about what is right or wrong in Jamaica anymore. People just defend their leader, whether the leader is wrong or right. Nobody has the cojones to say, boss, no, that's a no. Nobody now have the cojones, like a gangster thing, like nobody now have the cojones to say, boss. No, this is Jamaica, a country where everybody's opinion should count. And isn't that the Jamaica Labour Party, or should I say the government then, because the government is a party that is in power. So you are saying the government that comprises of MPs for MPs that support the government in different ministries. You are telling me that none of these ministers was in disagreement with the decision? You are telling me that everybody just follow so and nobody don't have an opinion about the thing? Or what? Are they afraid to talk? A bad man thing? That is what I'm wondering. Everybody's afraid to talk? Nobody's talking out. Nobody say no, boss, that can't go on. But, well, we don't know what happens behind closed door where their party is concerned. But it is time for the Jamaican people to stop showing favoritism to a party. It is time for Jamaican people to stop showing loyalty to a party. Rather, they should show loyalty to the Constitution, loyalty to the upliftment of their country. And conflict of interest plays a detriment role in any society, whether in politics or any organization whatsoever. Because I can also remember back when I was a police officer, like, they had a thing where there was conflict of interest for you to have a security company being a police officer. You see, people have to determine what is conflict of interest. You know what I mean? What is conflict of interest, Brethren? And if after you have look up the term conflict of interest, you tell me what definition did you arrive at, and you tell me whether the Prime Minister appointing his wife as Speaker of the House, such a fragile position in the Jamaican government, such a position that listens the argument of both political parties. So you are telling me that a person such as a Speaker of the House should not have some kind of neutrality? That is the question that I am asking. And answer the question. Is Mr. Holness' wife the best candidate for the position? Do you think that the Jamaican people will get the best result from the Prime Minister's wife? Or should we get a better result? Or would we get a better result and more peace in the country if another person was appointed? That is all I am saying. Already there is conflict in our House of Parliament over the decision. And I believe that even though the opposition may not be in power, but they still have a right to speak, and their opinion should always count too. Because you must remember that Jamaica is not just for the JLP, but rather Jamaica is for both the JLP and the PNP party, and that Jamaica belongs to none of these parties. Jamaica is for the Jamaican people. So every decision that each party makes should be in the benefit of the people of Jamaica. Not for them friends, not for them family, and not for money, and not for anything else. Because it would fall short, nothing short of corruption. And until our politics in Jamaica, the face of our politics in Jamaica changes, where our politicians value the citizens of Jamaica over their own personal gain, over their own family and friends, there will never be a better Jamaica. Jamaica is a country that has so much potential. Jamaica is one of the destinations where investments have a better turnaround, even more than America right now. American society is crumbling, while Jamaica society is evolving. So at a time where the Jamaican society is evolving, now it is time for us to make better decisions. And it is time for our politicians to start making decisions as it relates to the citizens of the country, not for themselves, nor their family or friends. That all of this is just my opinion. You are free to say what you want to say. You are free to disagree with me. You are free to criticize whatever you want to criticize with me. Because at the end of the day, I believe in what I believe in. My moral compass tells me that this decision is not a decision that best fits the people, or should I say the citizens of Jamaica.